two teams, one goal, victory. Warwick goes up against Central Dauphin next, right here on WGALA Brainbusters.
From Studio B, this is WGALA Brainbusters. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of WGALA Brainbusters. Today we have two fantastic teams joining us. They're both newcomers, Warwick High School and Central Dauphin High School. It's going to be an exciting half hour filled with brain power and teamwork. So, before we kick things off with our opening round, let's take a moment to meet our teams. So first, from Warwick High School, it's a pleasure to welcome Harry. He's a junior. Raya is our captain. She's a junior. And Jack is also a junior. And I want to say that Liz was unable to be here today. She would be a player as well, and she is a junior, so we're giving a shout out to Liz. And next to Jack is Mr. Raymond Mount. He is the coach of the Brainbusters team, and he teaches biology. Welcome to the Warwick High School Brainbusters team. And now let's move over to Central Dauphin, and we meet Micah. He is a sophomore. The captain is Julian. He's a senior. The next player is Seamesh. He is a junior. And in between Julian and Seamesh is George. He's a junior, and he is the alternate today. And finally, we meet for the first time Dr. Rebecca Robinson. She teaches biology, her debut as the coach here on WGALA Brainbusters. Welcome to the Central Dauphin Brainbusters team. Okay, players, get ready. It's time to pick up those signaling buttons and put your knowledge to the test. Let's begin now with today's opening round. Inspired by a ceremonial room used by George Washington, it was originally installed and first used in 1909 under President Taft. What is the executive working space in the White House of the present Raya?
The Oval Office?
The Oval Office is the executive working space in the White House of the President of the United States. Mark Twain is a pseudonym. What is this author's real name? Julian.
Samuel Clemens.
Samuel Clemens, you're both on the board for 10 points. In 1924, Kimberly Clark introduced Celluwipes, then changed the name a few years later to what has become a generic term for any sort of facial tissue. Seamesh.
Clorox?
Oh, no, sorry. What is it? Harry.
Kleenex.
Kleenex, and now we just say Kleenex even though it is the brand name. Thomas Jefferson called it his academical village. What university is it? Harry again.
The University of Virginia.
You are correct again for 10 points. The Nobel Prize for Peace is the only one not awarded in Stockholm. In what Norwegian city is the Peace Prize given? Harry?
Oslo.
Oslo is correct, yes. Their novels and poems were full of wild energy and fantastic images. What group of writers in the 1950s included William Burroughs, Allen Ginsberg, and Jack Kerouac? Oh, they were all the Beatniks. Its formal name is the International Court of Justice. Its location, The Hague, Netherlands. What is it more commonly called? I know when I answer it, you're going to know the World Court. The binary number 11 looks like the decimal number 11, but it's not. What is the decimal equivalent of the binary number 11? Jack.
0.5.
No, sorry. Julian.
2.
No, close though. It's 3 is the answer in the binary system. His gifted sons thought he was old-fashioned and as a result lost many of the scores after he died. What composer got no respect from his sons Wilhelm, Carl Philipp Emanuel, and Johann Christoph? Raya.
Beethoven?
Not he, no, sorry. Do you have any idea, Central?
Mozart?
No, you're both incorrect. It was Johann Sebastian Bach. Odysseus is the central character in Homer's Odyssey. What Greek hero is the central character in Homer's Iliad? Harry.
Achilles.
Achilles is correct for 10 points. This state's name comes from the Native American words meaning flat water, referring to the Platte River that runs through the state. It lies east of Colorado and also north of Colorado. What is the Cornhusker state? Micah.
Nebraska.
Nebraska is correct for 10 points. This word is formed from the first two letters of the Greek alphabet. What is the appropriate 8-letter word, Jack?
Alphabet.
Alphabet is correct, yes. Robert Sherwood won the 1939 Pulitzer Prize for a play about him. Carl Sandburg won the 1940 Pulitzer Prize for a biography of him. Walt Whitman wrote a poem about him. Who was Julian?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was this U.S. president. In 2024, the Mars Sample Return Mission began its next step to bring back samples from the surface of the Earth. What is the name of the NASA rover currently collecting these samples? Jack.
Perseverance.
You are correct for 10 points. Good for you. Begun in 1817, it cost almost $8 million before it opened in 1825, with festivities along the route from Albany to Buffalo. What was this engineering feat? I know you know about the Erie Canal. The poem that established his reputation appeared in the 1916 collection Mountain Interval. Who was the New England author of Birches? Julian.
Longfellow.
Not he, nope. Good guess though, any idea? Oh, we stumped you on Robert Frost. Certain alloys and ceramics have the ability to transmit electricity without resistance. What are such materials called? Micah?
Superconductors.
You are correct. Yes, good for you. As a second lieutenant in the Army, he was court-martialed in 1944 for refusing to take a seat in the back of an Army bus. Who is this member of baseball's Hall of Fame, number 42? Raya.
Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, yes, and of course he was acquitted. When a devastating earthquake struck Tokyo in 1923, one of the few buildings left standing was the Imperial Hotel, designed by this American architect. Who was the architect of Falling Water? Harry.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Frank Lloyd Wright, yes. And with that correct answer, this now takes us to the end of the round. To our first break, it gives us all a chance to take a collective breath, and that's a good thing because we have a lot more game coming up, including the one-on-one rapid fire and team lightning rounds. So don't go away because WGALA Brainbusters continues in just a matter of minutes.
WGAL8 Brainbusters will return after this. Participants on WGAL8 Brainbusters each receive this custom USB drive wristband, and the top 4 winning teams will share grants totaling $10,000. So good luck, teams. Now, back to your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for staying with us with our match between Warwick and Central Dauphin. Now, Warwick has a nice lead, 90-40, but Central Dauphin is in there beautifully. But we have a lot more game left, including today's one-on-one rapid fire. In this round, individual players go head-to-head to test their quick thinking and knowledge. So first, let's say hello to Harry. Harry, it's nice to have you here from Warwick. So, Harry, we wanted to ask everybody the same question this round. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Well, I plan on heading somewhere into law school. I don't know where yet, but I do know that Dickinson in Carlisle has a really good law program with Penn State, so I might think about going there.
Well, you're aiming high. Keep up the hard work. Michael, what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I hope to graduate high school and go to a top school for aerospace engineering.
Well, that's a goal worth striving for, no doubt. And these 3 questions strive to get the right answer. Harry and Micah, as we put you two one-on-one. It is the leading cause of adult blindness in the United States, caused in large part by a diet high in sugar and other simple carbohydrates. What disease is caused by the body's inability to store glucose? Micah.
Diabetes.
Diabetes is correct, yes. It was the name of A.A. Milne's son for whom he wrote his Winnie the Pooh books, and the name of the boy who is the... Harry.
Christopher.
I need the full name.
Robin.
Christopher Robin is the name of Pooh's friend, yes. And finally, it's an optical illusion that creates the illusion of water or distance Micah.
A mirage.
A mirage caused by the distortion and inversion of light rays through alternate layers of hot and cool air. The optical illusion, as Micah successfully said, is a mirage. 100-60. Now let's meet our 2 captains in today's competition. So first, Raya, welcome to WGALA Brainbusters. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I really hope to just get into a really good college and study international relations and foreign policy.
Sounds like you're on the right path, and you're certainly going to a great high school. Julian, the captain from Central Dauphin, what about you?
I would like to graduate high school and then graduate with a degree in biology and possibly pursue for veterinary science.
Oh, God, we need more vets, no doubt. Thanks for pursuing that. And please, Raya and Julian, pursue these questions as we put you two one-on-one. At a Broadway play, Playbill lists this period to last approximately 10 to 15 minutes. What, Raya?
Intermission.
Intermission is the interval of a play or musical, yes. One side of the family lived at Oyster Bay. The other half lived at Hyde Park. Oyster Bay produced the 26th president of the United States. Hyde Park produced the 32nd president. What was the common last name, Raya?
Kennedy.
Not Kennedy, no, sorry. Julia, idea. Julia. No, sorry, it's Roosevelt, Theodore, and Franklin, respectively. And finally, he retired with a lifetime batting average of 311 after the Brooklyn Dodgers traded him to the New York Giants in 1957. Raya.
Babe Ruth.
Not he, no, sorry. Who broke the color line when the Dodgers started him at first base on April 15th, 1947? Oh, Julian, I'm so sorry. We stumped you on Jackie Robinson. He came up again is the correct answer. Okay, 110 to 60. Now let's meet our third players in today's competition. First, Jack, pleasure to welcome you. So what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 3 years?
I just hope to get into a good college for the sciences, leaning more towards biology, but I like all of them.
Well, and the biology, of course, is inspired by your
Mount.
coach, Mr. Mount, no doubt. And Seamish, what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I would like to graduate high school and then go to college for a major in cybersecurity.
Well, you've got clear vision, and best of luck. And best of luck, Jack and Seamish, as we put you two one-on-one. This French word refers to an overused phrase and has become duller than dishwater, or as limp as a rag, or dry as dust, or flat as a tire. What is this 6-letter French word? Oh, we stumped you, and you're going to know this word. A cliché is the correct response. The first 11 U.S. postage stamps had only 2 different faces on them. One was George Washington. Who was the other, the first postmaster of the colonies? Jack.
Benjamin Franklin.
He's the one for 10 points. And finally, the properties of the elements, as well as those of their compounds, are periodic functions of their atomic weights. Who compiled the first true periodic table of elements? Oh, I know both of your coaches are just cringing in their seats because they know Dmitri Mendeleev, of course, and I know you would know that. Okay, we have 120 to 60. Let's pick up the pace now, and we're going to head into today's 60-second team lightning round. Julian, your team is behind at this point, so you have the luxury of selecting among one of these 3 quizzes. We have all caps, Operation Potpourri, and are you ready?
Which one? Say all caps.
All caps.
All caps.
All caps. Put on your thinking cap, because all of the answers in this quiz begin with CAP, C-A-P. So for 10 points each, identify these captivating people, places, and things. Julian, I take your answer as the team's answer. Micah and Seamish are ready to help you along. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck to all 3 of you, and here we go. This economic system is based on private ownership and
Capitalism?
investment. Correct. It's the goat in Zodiac. In the Zodiac.
Capricorn.
Capricorn is correct. Cod, Canterville, Horn, Hatteras.
Cape Cod.
No, capes is the correct answer. It's a gelatin pellet that holds a dose of medicine.
Capsule.
Capsule, they connect arteries and veins.
Capillary.
Capillary.
Correct. Ahab, Cook, Hook, Kid, Kirk, Crunch.
Captain.
Captain is correct. It's a short description under a photograph.
Caption.
Caption, yes, it's the top of a column or the center of government. Harrisburg or D.C., for example.
Capital.
Correct. Hop, frolic, skimp, leap, friskabout. Caper, one of the 3 capitals of South Africa.
Cape Cod.
Cape Town, yield, accept, surrender. Capitulate, the professional hockey team from Washington, D.C.
What? Capitals.
Capitals is correct. A rooster raised for roasting. That's a capon. An electrical circuit used to store a charge temporarily.
Capacitor.
Capacitor is correct. One of the 7 hills of ancient Rome, and that was a Capitoline. We had 9 correct, so 90 points came your way, taking you 120 to 150. Raya, is this a break for you or not? Well, we're going to find out when you select among one of the 2 remaining quizzes, Operation Potpourri, or Are You Ready?
We'll do Are You Ready?
Are you ready? If you're ready with answers that begin with are you, then you're ready for this quiz. So for 10 points each, identify a few rudimentary people, places, and things. Are you ready? Raya, I take your answers as the team's answer. Harry and Jack are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So here we go. It's the biggest country in the world.
Russia.
Russia's correct. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call them
Rudolph.
names.
Rudolph.
Rudolph, yes, a monarch or a dictator or a measuring stick.
Ruler.
Ruler, yes, in the Grimm Brothers fairy tale, he can spin straw into gold.
Rumpelstiltskin.
That's correct. The blade of a skate or sled or someone who competes in a race. A runner. On an airplane or a boat, this can change the course direction.
Rudder.
Rudder is correct. To move at a speed faster than a walk.
Run.
Run, yes. Uncouth and unfinished or ill-mannered and unpleasant.
Rude.
Rude, yes, an antonym for urban.
Rural.
Rural, yes, the State University of New Jersey in New Brunswick.
Skip.
Rutgers, in English it means to regret, in French it means street.
Rue.
Rue, yes, R-U-E. Yes, this English school gave its name to a sport that looks a lot like football.
Rugby.
Rugby, yes. It's the basic monetary unit of Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan, and India.
Rupee.
Rupee, yes. A plant disease caused by a fungus or a hydrated ferric oxide caused by water. That was rust. Well done, 11 correct, so 110 points came your way. Taking you 230 to 150. We have a great game going as we now identify today's bonus brain buster. During our break, our teams will wager 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of famous discoveries. So we'll have the bonus brain buster and of course the all-important Final Frenzy when WGAL8 Brainbusters continues in just a matter of minutes.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Scan the QR code with your phone or go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back. You are just in time as we continue our match with Warwick and Central Dauphin. We have a great game going. Yes, Warwick has a lead, but everything can change now as we head into today's bonus brainbuster. Now, during our break, our teams wagered 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of famous discoveries. We're going to head into the News 8 newsroom with Lori Burkhalter. She has today's question. Lori, welcome back to Brainbusters.
Thanks, Rich. Now, here's your bonus brain buster. This scientist is known for developing the first vaccine for smallpox in 1796. Who is this pioneer in immunology? Again, this scientist is known for developing the first vaccine for smallpox in 1796. Who is this pioneer in immunology? Good luck with your answer. Now back to you in Studio B. Rich.
Thanks, Lori. Good luck, teams. We'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay, we're going to wait for Raya to finish writing. Okay, Julian is just about finished consulting with his team. Saw some hesitation. Okay, Raya, did you have confidence with your answer? Did you, Louis Pasteur? No, I am sorry, that is incorrect. So we are going to deduct 15 points from your score. Julian, what about you? Did you come up with the right answer? John. No, but his name does start with a J. It's Edward Jenner is the correct answer. How many points did you wager, was that? 25 points, wow. So we're going to have to deduct 25 points. Okay, you have your work cut out for you, Central Dauphin, but you can do it beginning now with today's Final Frenzy. This time, we have 20-point questions. In January 2006, astronomers announced the discovery of a small companion star to the star Polaris. By what other name is Polaris known? Seamus.
Alpha Centauri.
No, sorry. Who was the ring again? Raya.
The North Star?
The North Star is the correct answer, yes. It last erupted on August 15th, 2024. What is this volcano on the island of Sicily? Harry.
Etna.
Mount Etna is correct. All of the following events occurred in the same decade. Greece won its War of Independence, King George III died, the Monroe Doctrine was proclaimed. What was the decade? Raya.
1800s?
No, sorry. Accepted Seamish.
1790s.
No, it was the 1820s to be exact. This letter of the alphabet is written by doubling the letter that precedes it. It's pronounced by doubling the letter that's
W.
W, that's two before it. Good for you. There are 20 common amino acids in the human body, and the name of 17 of them end in the same three letters. What three letters? Seaman.
ASE.
No, it's not ASE. Sorry. Jack.
TYL.
No, sorry, it's INE, lysine, glycine, and proline, for example. It comes cascading through the Cascade Mountains on its way from British Columbia along the Washington-Oregon border to the Pacific Ocean. What great river is this, Raya? Ooh, sorry, I think that is incorrect. Central Dauphin? It's the Columbia River. This bony protrusion on the rim of your jaw is called a mental eminence, but it has nothing to do with outstanding thinking. What is this anatomical feature more commonly called? Julian.
Jawline?
No, sorry. Jack. No, it's called the chin. The 1936 Summer Olympic Games were the first to include the Olympic torch relay. In what city were they held? Harry.
Berlin.
Berlin, yes. Reading, writing, and arithmetic are the 3 R's of education. Which president is most associated with the 3 R's, relief, recovery, and reform, programs in the New Deal? Seamish.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
He's the one. It was declared obscene by Emperor Napoleon III. What painting by Edouard Manet shows a nude woman having picnic with 2 clothed men? Our art friends would know Luncheon on the Grass or Déjeuner sous l'herbe. He was originally a king of the elves in Scottish mythology. By the time he appeared in A Midsummer Night's Dream, he'd been demoted to a mischief maker, a shrewd and knavish sprite. Who is he? Harry.
Puck.
Say that again?
Puck.
Puck is correct. Yes, thanks for pronouncing it again. Recent evidence suggests that there was a 200-year drought in the Yucatan, which began about 800 AD and led to the destruction of this great civilization. Harry, again.
The Maya.
You are correct. And with that correct answer, that now takes us to the end of the round and to the end of the game. We congratulate Warwick for holding on to that lead, and they are going to return for round 2. But we hope that you will return with some final words in just a few short moments.
Scorekeeping for WGAL8 Brainbusters, presented by Jennings College Consulting, where students discover the right college fit for the future. We'll return after this. Welcome back to WGAL8 Brainbusters, the Susquehanna Valley's longest-running high school quiz show. Once again, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. Well, that game sure kept us on our toes. We congratulate Warwick on their victory. And, of course, we thank Central Dauphin for putting up a great fight. Now, next time on WGAL8 Brainbusters, we'll welcome Spring Grove and Southwestern for another thrilling battle of knowledge. I'm Rich Rosen, signing off. Thanks for being part of our journey, and never forget, learning is a lifelong adventure. So long, everybody.